Good evening and welcome to Circadian Rhythms of Arcadia. I am still Heather Arcadia, and you have joined us for a daily meditation to restart our circadian rhythms and hopefully reach a state of Arcadia, a serene and pleasant place with innocent pleasure within or without. We are in Costa Rica this evening during a nice rainy evening not far from the rainforest, so it makes perfect sense that it rains like this. I just feel so tranquil and serene at the moment. I'm grateful, and I wanted to share that with you and hopefully bring you into a state of gratitude, peace, serenity, and tranquility. And we can share that together. So, get into a comfortable position, back straight, either on the ground or on the couch, your bed, a swing, it doesn't matter. Just as long as you feel safe and you're able to focus on your breath, breathing heavily in through your nose, pausing, and out through your mouth or nose, it doesn't matter. Breathing in, breathing in, keep breathing. Just focus on your breath. Observe how you feel, but don't think about it. Meaning, pay attention to the things around you, the air, perhaps the temperature of the air. Is it breezy? Is it still? Is it humid? Is it dry? Are there bugs or birds in the air? Pay attention to how you feel. Are you sore like me? My muscles are achy, but that reminds me I'm alive and well. How's your heart? Is it beating fast? Do you want to slow it down? Is it broken? Do you want to heal it? How are your stress levels? And with that in mind, keep breathing. A lot of us meditate to relieve our stress and anxiety, which is a perfect way to do so. It's more of a long-term solution than anything else I have found, especially when it comes to toxic items that I might put in my body, alcohol, sugar, drugs, whatever it might be, to relieve our anxiety and stress. We find so often, and some of us can't do that very well. But no one can go wrong with meditation. You cannot do this wrong. You cannot do it too much. And I promise you will feel better in the long run. But with every practice, you have to do it often. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold. So I challenge you to do this as often as you can. I try to do this once a day. Sometimes I don't get to it. I can feel the difference now. I used to not be able to, but now that I do it more often, I am able to feel more often the effects it has on me and my brain and anxiety and body. Sometimes I just do it for a couple minutes before an event or work or an email or a difficult decision or a discussion. Sometimes I do it when I'm feeling grateful or excited or happy, just to give back my emotions and be in the moment. Sometimes I feel lost or outside of myself, or just not in the moment, especially when I'm in extreme emotion like fear or excitement, and good or bad. So I try to stay in the moment, even when I'm sad or stressed. This type of meditation where I pause and bring in my environment and my internal to the forefront, to the surface. I am able to accept, recognize, honor, and let go, which helps me in life in general, with the good and the bad, and the mundane and the normal. I've even used my meditation time during boring moments. So instead of jumping on Facebook or going to the TV or pacing my house or getting fidgety, I will sit and I will meditate, and I will take that time to connect with myself and my higher power and the earth and the energy around me and within me. If I don't, I will miss out on a lot of things, like the rain and the frogs and the birds and the bees. I saw yesterday, I was doing an open-eyed meditation, which I prefer, especially if I have a pleasant thing to look at. And it's great for forest bathing or kind of capturing the moment and your surroundings by watching, obviously. So I usually meditate with my eyes open so I can observe. And so I was observing this tiny little ant, almost microscopic. You couldn't see the ant very well. It's like one of those sugar ants, the itty bitty ants, tiny, tiny. And I didn't actually see the ant at first, but I saw what it was carrying. And it was carrying a wing or some kind of petal that was 5 times its own size. And we all know that ants carry a big load, multiple times their size and weight. But as I was in the moment and with my eyes open and in this meditation, I was able to watch this ant go a really long distance right in front of me. And it struggled, and it took its time, and it took breaks. It never put it down though. It never put its goal down, and its task was never put down, and he kept trudging along. And it just reminded me that even though I might have a heavy load at times, to never quit, and that I can do it, and God has only given me what I can handle. And if that little ant can handle 10 times its size and weight without a brain or so they say, then I can too. And right next to the ant, I also saw a fly, a little regular housefly. It was also running around this porch, and it had something on its hand or its limb, whatever you want to call it, its front right limb, and it had it stuck on the end like a glove. And he must have stepped in something really sticky, and he was shaking it off, and he would take a few steps, and he was shaking it off, and he would move around and, you know, and kind of try to ignore it or walk it off, I guess, and then he would stop and try to shake it off and then eat it off, and he was trying to rub it off, and I was just watching this fly struggle, you know, right next to this ant who is, you know, working hard too. And again, I was only able to recognize and observe these creatures if I was in the moment with my eyes open, meditating, and just observing, not judging, not trying to fix it, not no expectations. I just watched, and it was fun. I know, but it was just being in the moment. And I watched this fly try to get rid of this stickiness off his hands, and he too didn't quit. He kept going and flew away, still with a sticky hand. And the ant kept walking with that huge wing on its back, but couldn't fly. And so it was very symbolic to me. So I challenge you to make this more of a daily practice, or something that you do on a regular basis, because again, it's a practice, because you practice it and you get better at it, and you'll feel a difference. You know, you can't just go to the basketball court once a month or once every couple months or week and expect to be a superstar, you know, or even good at it at all. You know, and same goes for meditation, you know. So, as the ant and the fly did, keep going, don't quit. You can do this. You can do more than your own weight. And just know that all you need to do is your best. And that will be good enough. But keep doing it multiple times so that you can get better at it. It's that simple. With that being said, I will leave you breathing. And again, look around you, observe, be a part of rather than apart from, and know that you matter, and so does everything else on this planet. Until next time, namaste.